Okay, so the Hurricanes lost today. That sucks. It's never fun seeing the Hurricanes lose, especially if you're a Hurricanes fan. But, I'd like to think even non-Hurricanes fans have a hard time watching the Hurricanes lose. Now, I'm not just stressed out from the Hurricanes loss. Full disclosure, when I was watching the game, I'm going to be extra annoyed tonight because not only did the Hurricanes lose, if they won, I would have, probably been laughing about it. Actually, hang on. I have very weird OCD, and seeing that sleeve tucked in annoyed me. Sorry about that. Not editing it out because I don't know how to edit. So that's why this is more of a podcast format. And full disclosure, I like feeling like when you watch my videos, you're talking. I'm talking like I'm talking to you about hockey. But yeah, so basically, right before Columbus ended up scoring, I watched the NHL live on my PS4. It decided to cut and stop working. And it took me an extra 15 minutes to finish the game because of that, because I watched the game on delay. So thanks, PlayStation. Really added the annoyance to my night. And then to make it worse, when I go up and I'm like, all right, look, my dad's got a Roku TV. I'll go upstairs. I'll watch the game at his. What happens? It works fine, and Columbus scores as soon as I turn on the TV. So it's been that kind of night. I gotta get up in 7 hours and 17 minutes to go to work. Um, so yeah, but enough about me on my YouTube channel. Let's talk about what this YouTube channel is really about, which is the Carolina Hurricanes. Uh, yeah, the I actually think this was a better game for Carolina. I actually like the way Carolina played this game better than last game. I thought they were fighting hard, it was just I wouldn't Columbus got lucky. I think Carolina was the better team tonight. I do. I wouldn't say Columbus was a bad team tonight or even played bad. It's just they got the bounces. That's hockey, it's going to go your way. There's going to be games where Carolina will be the worst team and they'll have a couple bounces go their way. I've seen it. I think I'll point it out when I see it as well. So it balances out. As long as Carolina's playing well, that's what you want. It sucks to give up 2 points, especially on a goal where that shouldn't have happened. Players should never walk through three of your players. Dzingel, I thought, made a really bad play there. Now, in regards to the officiating, because unfortunately the officiating was once again screwy. Now, hockey's a hard game to ref, but that call was crap. That wasn't a penalty shot. I mean, you got to play through it though. Well, I mean that's my attitude on it. You got to play through it. Nedeljkovic should have made the save, and Carolina came back and scored. So I think it was really a non-factor to me. I don't know if Brock McGinn doesn't get that goal. You just don't know. Or I don't know if Brock McGinn doesn't get that goal if they don't get the power, if they don't get the short-handed penalty shot. So, and then at the same time, that was a horrible play in the PK that resulted in it that forced Teravainen to have to take a penalty. So if that doesn't happen, Atkinson doesn't get the goal. So to me, it's like, yeah, you took a penalty. The refs making it bad iffy call. Yeah, it's one of those things when it comes to officiating. I think officiating's bad. Every team's going to get screwed over. The two games this weekend showcase that. Every single hockey game is, I mean, every single hockey team is getting screwed over but for the past 2 seasons now, and the NHL doesn't seem to want to fix it to me. And I think it is bad. I think it's a reflection on the league. If I in the summer, when I talk about the league in general, hopefully, I would love to make more content on just the league in general, other than the Hurricanes once the hockey season is over. Yeah, we can criticize the officiating. I think that's where you criticize the officiating. You don't really blame them for how you don't really blame them for how your team plays, whether it's a win or a loss. You got to play through the penalties because other teams are going to have to play through it. I don't think the officiating is biased. I just think it's awful. And awful officiating right now for the past 2 seasons has been part of hockey. I mean, there's always been bad games, but now especially worse. Should it have been a penalty shot? No. Should Carolina have made a bad play that resulted in a penalty? No. It's hockey. It happens, and but I think in general Carolina played well. I thought Nedeljkovic played fine. I don't. He's definitely not an NHL starter to me. I think an NHL starter once or twice a game, they'll make a save that they shouldn't have stopped every single time. Korpisalo made the save. I don't think Nedeljkovic had a phenomenal save, but he was a solid backup goalie. I think Nedeljkovic, just based on his performance tonight and his other performances in the summer, he's at the point in his career where he can be a solid backup. Can he be a starter? No, but he's a good backup. And on to Hurricane of the game. Now, I thought Jacob Slavin is really starting to get back into his groove, and I know I point him out, but I'm just going to say it. Jacob Slavin's my favorite player on the Hurricanes. I love his defensive game, so I notice him the most. So whenever I bring up whether I think Jacob Slavin isn't, that's because I'm watching him the most. I like watching him play. He always does the unsung hero things. Is he the player of the game tonight? No, but I have a feeling in this game or next game, Jacob Slavin will be player of the game. I thought I was going to give it to Martinook for a bit. I thought Martinook had a solid game. Warren Foegele, another contender. Seabass's ability to keep fighting also was impressive tonight. I thought Svechnikov played good, but it wasn't Svechnikov good. But tonight, it's got to go to Brock McGinn. Brock McGinn was the best Hurricane tonight. He got a goal, and he was laying on the body. He really got the tempo of the game up, which, I think Columbus is the only team that is the hardest working team in the NHL. They aren't the best. I think Columbus is a team you still got to go in and you got to expect, but they'll work hard every game because that's how Tortorella coaches. I will say this about Tortorella. I don't think he finds the line between punishment that suits the crime, or he doesn't know how to coach players that need or people that need positive reinforcement. Now, not to say you can't baby players, but you need to get. There are some players that need positive reinforcement. I think Pierre-Luc Dubois is probably one of them, and I don't think there's a reason for Bobrovsky, Panarin, Dubois now all end up wanting to leave Columbus. There's some that Tortorella, he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong. I really like Tortorella as a coach. I'm complimenting the way he's coaching the team because of how hardworking consistently Columbus is. But I think this is what separates a Tortorella from a Rod Brind'Amour, because Rod Brind'Amour, he's got a lot of high-end talent, and now they're big names. Slavin, I would consider a household name in the hockey community. Aho, Svechnikov, Teravainen, Dougie Hamilton. Those big five are household names in hockey, and they all want to stay and play with Brind'Amour. Brind'Amour finds that line to me that I don't think Tortorella does. So, but back to player of the game. I completely got sidetracked. I'll continue on to highlight Brock McGinn's game. He did all the little things right. Brock McGinn is a clutch player. He will always have that series winning double overtime goal against Washington. And tonight he got the tying goal, which was an overcoming adversity goal. And I think Carolina's good at that. That's a good sign, That's Carolina's still a young team. And the fact that they're able to be the victims of a bad call. And they come back and they score right away. And I cannot believe I'm bringing up the series against Boston, but the same thing happened against Boston where Carolina had some adversity. The one game they won, the one game they played well was the game where they had to overcome the most, and they came in and they scored and right after adversity. Carolina, for a young team, this team knows how to play through adversity. I think that's a good sign. I know you're probably expecting me to rant because I criticize Carolina when they win, and I am now complimenting them when they lose. But I thought tonight, compared to yesterday, Carolina played better hockey. It was better hockey, and the bounces just didn't go their way, but that happens. Now, more importantly, what do you guys think of the way the Hurricanes played? And if you like the content I'm producing on the channel, you can hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys Thursday. I remembered it because they showed it on the broadcast this time. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'll see you guys Thursday for I don't remember who they're playing, but Dallas. See you guys Thursday when Carolina plays a green team in Dallas. And yeah, see you guys then.